3 things you must do before investing. This is not, insider stuff. This is open for everybody. Hello friends, my name is Gary, and in this video I'm going to share with you 3 things you must absolutely do before investing. So the first thing is you need to read the news, not just the latest news but relevant news. So what I always like to do is I always look at it in a big picture. I look at the general market sentiment. I want to know whether the market is going up or the market is going down and what is going on, because let's be honest, it's easier to swim with the tide than swimming against the tide. I never want to swim against the tide. And also I would like to highlight that there is this thing called beta. I'm sure you guys are scratching your head. What is beta? Beta is a measure of stocks volatility in relation to the overall market. So by definition, the market such as S&P 500 index, it has a beta of 1. So meaning if the market sentiment say increased by 1%, S&P 500 index would most likely in theory move by 1%. So let's take for example over here Tesla. It has a beta value of 1.96, meaning if the market sentiments were to move by 1%, hypothetically or in theory, Tesla would need to move by 1.96%. So that is the reason why I look at the general market sentiment. Next, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to look at industry level. The reason is because I want to know what is the general sentiment in the industry itself. So for example, Tesla, electric motor vehicle. You have NIO, you have LCID and many other electric motor vehicle. And I want to know whether electric motor vehicle is going to be the thing in the next 2, 5 or even 10 years. So I know that at least in the short term, medium term or even the long term, electric motor vehicle is going to be the thing and Tesla is going to be at least the thing, and the price is not going to drop too much. Next, I'm going to look at the competitors. The reason is because I want to see whether the company is doing well. The last thing I want to invest into a company that is Pareto the last thing I want to do is to buy into a company that is Pareto dominated, meaning the firm's performance is inferior on all attribute of customers' preference. So you want to find a company that is useful and has done their strategic trade-off. So for example, Apple and Samsung. So although both are mobile phone, both they call, can text, can face call, whatever, right? But somehow they offer very different user experience, and you have folks who prefer one over another. This is when you can tell that they have done strategic trade-off to target different group of people. Next, I'm going to zoom into the company itself. I want to know whether the company have dilution, stock split, whether they beat prior year earnings, what is the dividend rate, government support or don't support, what is the SEC filing, just anything related to the company and whether those news will change the trajectory of the company. So these are the things that I look at when I look at the news. Next, if you guys want to invest, you must look at the financial results. The financial results includes income statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow statement. It will tell you a lot of things about the company. It can tell you whether the company is under or overvalued. Of course, you need to do a discounted cash flow for it, and how the company generate money, whether the company is making profit or making a loss, or whether the company has too much or too little debt, or whether the company has a healthy cash flow. And let's take a look at an example, a real life example. So this is Tesla. This is on Yahoo Finance. This is not, insider stuff. This is open for everybody. If you guys want to go check it out, Yahoo Finance is just here. You can tell what is the beta of the company. So you can see what is the financials of the company. So for the financials of the company, this is the income statement, and they tell you what is the breakdown of the financials income statement, right? It has operating income, then yada yada yada, they make it EBITDA, and what is the profit, whether the company is making profit and stuff like that. So it can tell you a lot of things. It has balance sheet, it has cash flow. So of course, next let's take a look at statistics. And for statistics, they will even make sense to you. All right, you have profit margin. If you're lazy to calculate, you don't know how to calculate, they calculate for you. What is the profit margin? What is the operating margin? What is all the ratios? If you guys don't know what is the ratio, just Google it and ask Google, what does this ratio represent and what does it mean to the company? Next, of course, if you are lazy, you want to know how the companies, there is analysis. All right, they will tell you what is the revenue estimate, the low, the high, the average from now, first quarter, second quarter, moving on, and year 2022. So it has everything. So you can take a look at this. It's very, very simple. Next, I look at chart. All right, because I feel that chart can tell you a lot of things. It can tell you whether the stock's oversold or overbought, whether it is following any particular upward trend or downward trend, or whether it has broken any particular upward or downward trend. Then you can enter accordingly. It has RSI, MACD, 50-day EMA, 200-day EMA, the Bollinger Band. So many things for you to make sense of the chart. And let's take a look at a live example, and I'll use Tesla. So I usually take a look at a 5-year or maximum, right, a weekly chart to tell what's going on. And as you can see over here, this is a 50-day MA, moving average, and apparently Tesla is hugging onto this 50-day EMA. So if it continue to bounce off, I think at this price point is a good entry level. So this is the power of charting, and of course you can zoom into, say, daily chart so that you can tell what has happened over the past couple of weeks, and then you can zoom into further 4-hour chart to get a sensing of the past couple of days, what has happened, and 30-minute chart, and so on and so forth. Alright guys, summary time, news, financial result, and chart. If not, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys do smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I mean, seriously, it's just for the YouTube algorithm. If you guys really enjoy it, I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. If you guys have already subscribed, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.